Hello and welcome back to Miami Star Tarot. Today I am doing a pick a reading for 4th of July weekend and see how your 4th of July is going to go, if there is going to be any love, any romance, or I'm using Romance Angels oracles, so it is a little bit of love included in that. So I have 3 piles. The first pile is the Rider Tarot deck, the original, with the Sand Dollar. The second deck is the Tarot Mucha, and it is the Lightning Whelk seashell. And the third deck is the Wild Unknown Tarot, and I have a starfish. So take a look at, I'm going to be physically, like manually manipulating these as I do this. I'm not going to be pausing in between, so you will see me shuffling things aside to do the readings, because I have yet to master how to do that, or putting it on pause and picking it up like nothing happened, you know, like magic. So it looks like I just cleanly go from one reading to another, so I will be manipulating things. So anyway, so it's the Rider deck, the Tarot Mucha, and the Wild Unknown. Again, Sand Dollar, Lightning Whelk, and the Starfish or Sea Star. So I will give you just a minute to think about which pile you want. I'm not going to have a timestamp again. I'm just going to start with pile 1 and work my way through pile 3. All right, I will go ahead and move these aside and put them back when it's time for that reading, for those readings, my Tarot Mucha and my Wild Unknown. All right, so here we have the Rider Waite and the Lucky Sand Dollar from Sanibel Island. I love seashells. All right, I will put this here for a little bit of luck. We will start by shuffling the angel oracles, the Romance Angels, and we'll see what your 4th of July is going to look like. Pile 1, will there be romance? I mean, it's basically just a little romance read. What is your person thinking about you? What's going to happen? So let me do one quick shuffle this way. Haven't used these in a while. Okay. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. All right, I've not pulled this card ever. So let's see what's going on with that. Pile 1, I will move this aside as well. I'm going to do a 3 card spread. You, them, and what can you expect? Let's do a couple more. Pile 1, Sand Dollar. Cut the deck. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I've never gotten that one before. All right. Okay. All right, pile 1. Looks to me like you got the Lovers, which is, you know, very nice. Got that in the middle. But it looks to me like, you know, with the finance and career, so it looks like the person that you're dealing with has their guard up. You got the first card is the 9 of Wands. It got the guards up. And I feel that the finance and career card is what is affecting having their guard up, okay? And I feel that it could be you or it could be them. Roles can be reversed, okay? I'm going to talk about this being them versus you, although, you can reverse the roles. There is a little hesitation right now to get into a very deep relationship because I feel that this person sees themselves as somebody who has not yet achieved their goal as far as their career. So I feel that maybe this person might be in a place where they're a little hesitant to pursue something too serious with you. Okay, if this is somebody especially that you've been thinking about maybe moving in with or having more of a like a family unit, like maybe you have kids or they have kids and you want to kind of bring yourselves together, I don't think that this person feels confident enough that they can be a good provider at this time. Okay, pile one, they are not feeling confident that they are ready to take on such a responsibility like that. If it's you that is feeling that way, then your finances and your career are maybe not putting you in a good place where you want to get in a more serious relationship. And I'm using the example of moving in together because that's usually when finances can get better or they can get worse sometimes when you move in with somebody. Sometimes just having someone else to split cost of living with, like the bills and the mortgage or the rent and the electricity, that could be better. But it looks to me, pile one, like this person is more of, they have more of a provider mindset. They have a desire to be more than just a roommate where everything is split down the middle. Maybe they have aspirations to maybe get married in the future, and they are just not ready to take that step because even moving in together would require them to be more financially stable, more secure. So pile one, if this is what you chose, I feel very strongly that this person is trying to look at the bad parts of what it would be like to move in together, or to even if you don't step in together, maybe deepen this relationship in a place, to put it in a place where you are a very solid couple, because they just don't see enough positive for this relationship as far as their finances go. I don't think it has anything to do with you and the way they feel about you. I really strongly feel that this has to do about their finances and their ability to manage a relationship to the level that they would like to take it. Okay? This person does view themselves as a very responsible person. They are not wanting to have the kind of relationship where, everything's going to be split 50-50. They have more of a provider role in their heart, and that's kind of the direction they want to move toward with you, and they are just not ready. If it's not moving in, if they're not committing to a more serious relationship, it has to do with that as well. They view relationships as something very serious, and they just don't take a commitment very lightly. And for them, they feel like they need to be prepared with everything, finances, time, their love, everything has to be a big part of it. But to them, finances is a huge one. Maybe they're just waiting for the right job opportunity to come up. Maybe they're in between jobs. Maybe they lost their job during this whole pandemic. So they're just not feeling very financially sturdy on their feet. And that is what they are waiting for, pile one. So just be patient and be supportive, and no pressure. Because if you have someone that worries that much about finances and really wants things to be that established with you, that's a good thing. You don't want someone that jumps into a relationship that is not truly thinking of all the moving pieces on the chessboard. Okay? I think this person has a good head on their shoulders. All right, so that is going to be it for pile one. Oops. I'm still working the kinks in the camera. I'm going to put this pile away. So we've got Rider-Waite deck done. I will put this back in. Sand dollars done. Our next deck is Terra Mucha. This is pile number 2, and it is the Lightning Whelk. It is also a beautiful seashell from Sanibel Island. All right, I will put this here for some luck. I think I just put that right back at the beginning. I will shuffle the cards and do a 3-card spread and see what is going on. And I'm calling it 4th of July, but you know, this could be next week, week after. I just thought it would be fun to do something for this weekend. Okay, let me give it one good shuffle. We got finances and career again. I cannot believe this. Something's going on with finances right now. I had just like a slight feeling of throwing it back, but you know what? I can't. Gotta throw it back. I can't throw it back. I gotta take it. All right. This is weird. Never got that card before. Now I got it 2 times in a row. All right. Terra Mucha. This is a beautiful deck. I don't think I have used it in any of my readings yet. So let's see, pile 2, Lightning Whelks. How are finances and career, oops, they're a little hard to shuffle. Finances and career affecting you. Love this, I would say this month, this weekend. I think it's pretty significant that that card came out again. Okay, cut the deck. All right, here we go. Oh my God, this is amazing. You got the 9 of Wands, just like my other read. The 5 of Cups, I got that in the other read as well. But it was on this side. The Lovers was in the middle. And the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Whew, I thought I was doing the same reading here. That would have been kind of spooky, to be honest. Okay, you got the 9 of Pentacles, which is, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to show them one by one. This is really ironic. It's very strange. 9 of Wands. You got this exact card, and the other read is, or pile 1 got this card. 5 of Cups. And the 9 of Pentacles, which is the single, independent, being able to take care of yourself card. That's nice. All right. Okay. So pile number 2, I am still just kind of amazed at the fact that this spread is about 90% the same as pile number 1. So it looks to me, okay, so if you're looking for your love or you're not looking for love, I'm sorry, but it tells me in this card that you don't need anybody right now. And probably not exactly looking for anybody to take care of you. That if anything, you are leaving or thinking of leaving a relationship because you have found some level of independence. Okay, pile 2, which is a great thing, because if you have felt enclosed, kept on guard because you haven't had the finances to become independent, you will now feel that way. You will be in a position where if you are in a place that you are not leaving a specific relationship because you don't feel that you can make it out on your own, this card right here is telling me that yes, you can. And if you do not find I guess, the courage to leave, then at some point when you start, or career options are coming up, okay? But it really gets down to the fact that you don't need anybody right now, or very soon you're not going to need anybody, and you're going to be able to break free from this relationship. Okay, pile 2. Yes, you are in a place where you're looking at things that are negative, and you know, it happens to everybody. Not everybody, but it happens to a lot of people where, you know, you stay in relationships that you shouldn't stay in because it just seems like it's tough out there, you know, especially if you're married, and, you know, having to get divorced is going to just, it's financially draining when you are, when you're getting divorced, or even if you're living together to split assets, and you know, that can be very intimidating for people. I'm going to pull a clarifier for this one, and you got the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords to me really shows, and it validates this, the Nine of Pentacles, that you have right now, or you're getting close to having the ability to make decisions without caring about anybody else around you. Leave the relationship if you need to leave it. Become financially independent, take care of yourself, and don't take any more BS, pile 2. It's definitely a card that supports the fact that you are on your way to independence. Whatever it is that is holding you back right now from leaving the particular relationship you're in, if you're not in the process of it right now, you will be here in the near future, okay? Finances are no longer going to be a crutch that's going to keep you in a relationship that you are not happy in, okay? And more than that, you will become financially independent somehow, if not already. Okay, pile 2. Wow, I cannot believe that this read was so similar to pile number 1. Okay, put away pile 2. Get my lightning whelk out of the way. And we are going to go to pile 3, the starfish, sea star. I don't know which is the appropriate way of saying, the sea star or the starfish. Kind of like sea star. All right, so I'm going to, so now if I get that card again, it is really, I feel that it's a universal thing that people need to start looking more at their finances. And maybe it's finances are going to get better in general now that we've had this recession, not recession, it feels like a recession in some ways. Now that we have, the pandemic is, I mean, it's growing again, and I have to be honest, I haven't kept up with it much, but all right, pile number 3, our last pile. Oops. Actually, let me move it out of the way to give it the luck and the energy. And now I will reshuffle. All right. Okay, let's pull the love card, the Love Angel Oracle. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, so maybe you need a weekend to yourself, pile number 3. All right, so now I have the Wild Unknown Tarot. This is a very unique deck. It's, if you're not a seasoned tarot reader, this could be a little difficult to do. I personally love this. My husband gave me this deck, I believe, for my birthday. It's one of my birthday gifts. It's very unique deck, as it reminds me, it's wild and known, but it's very paganish. It has a very pagan feel to it. I don't know if it's meant to, but it does. And they also make oracles, which look a little bit different, but it's, you know, they're the same, but pile number 3, you need to retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Maybe you and your significant other need to take a moment to yourself. All right, let me cut the deck here. All right, here we go. Strength. 9 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles. All right. So because these cards are so unique and they don't really use humans, I'm going to put each one up so you can see. Strength. It's a gorgeous card. 9 of Pentacles. Pile number 2 got this card too. And the 5 of Pentacles. All right, so pile number 3, I think retreat, time to disconnect from the world, is an accurate description for what I am seeing in the tarot, okay? So it seems to me that if you and your significant other, and this is making me feel that it has a lot to do with you and your partner right now. It could be just you as well, not just your not just if you're in a relationship. It could be you as well. But I see a lot of couple here, couple energy. So I feel that this would be a very good time to strengthen your relationship. Okay, and it's not so independent. 9 of Pentacles is independent energy. It has to do with being financially stable as well. But in this case, maybe it's time for you and your partner to take some time off away from other people, not necessarily from each other. I'm reading this. I'm getting a really strong energy of, as a couple, retreating and maybe spending some quality time together. Okay, if that means going away for the weekend, if it's not this weekend, no big deal, you can do next weekend. But taking some time as a couple to give yourselves back, I think, some of the energy that has been missing. The 5 of Pentacles, you know, in the original Rider-Waite and most other cards shows a couple walking and they're down and out and they look like they're homeless. They're walking in the snow and they're dressed in rags and they have nothing going for them. Okay, this shows a rose that is kind of wilting. I think you need to refresh your relationship. Okay, I feel that in this case it is strongly an energy of take time for your relationship and work on it. Take the strength. You need strength right now. Your relationship needs to be replenished with love and time and get to know each other again. Okay, sometimes people go through that, and no matter how long, you know, and I feel like sometimes, like, the longer you've been married or the longer you've been together, you start losing sight of that, of the relationship, and you start noticing things about yourself that oh, I'm missing this, I'm not getting that. You know, it's like people break apart and start noticing what they're missing from their relationship, and it just feels very very strongly to me that this retreat from the angel, the romance angels, that it's saying your relationship needs to be looked at as one person, as a unit, as you two together, and finding things together that your relationship needs. Not what you need, not what your partner needs, but what your relationship needs. It is time for you to break away, I feel, from the social circles, because it's really hard to build on it. Although I think, you know, social circles sometimes help build in different ways your relationships. If you're too isolated all the time and you're not keeping company, other people's company as well, it could be damaging. But in this case, it's like you need a retreat. You do. Your relationship needs, I don't know, it needs like a little overhaul. You need to go and find a place that you guys can be together, spend time together just by yourselves. And I feel that that's going to do wonders for your relationship. I'm going to pull a clarifier for this one. and you got the Three of Wands. Okay, Three of Wands is a card of celebration. It could also be a card of third party. Tarot cards have so many different definitions and interpretations, and it really depends on what's around it. In this case, I feel that it is completely supporting the retreat as a couple, as celebrate your relationship. Okay, you don't need third parties in there, and I don't mean third parties by a cheating type of third party. I mean third parties as friends and family. Maybe it's time even to break away from the kids. Find someone who can babysit the kids if that's possible. And just, you need to take the time for yourself, pile 3, to recharge your relationship. I think this is a beautiful spread for you. Okay, and anyone that if you did pile 1 and it's not resonating, you did pile 2 and it's not resonating, and you're watching this pile 3 and you're thinking, you know what, that's what I need, then this resonates with you and this was meant for you. Okay, so pile number 3, definitely take some time to recharge with your partner. This will do you wonders mentally in your heart, and believe it or not, it will do wonders for each of you as individuals. Okay, so that is what I'm getting for you, pile 3, is having the strength to rebuild the strength in your relationship. Okay, and right now you need some alone time, just the 2 of you. All right, pile 3. All right, so I hope one of the piles did resonate with you. Thank you for visiting my channel, and I hope that this has been helpful to just spread a little light into what's going on in your life at the moment. I thank you for visiting my channel, and I would appreciate a thumbs up or comments, anything that you would like to say about the reading, and subscribe. I would love to have some more subscribers, and I hope that you have a great 4th of July weekend. Stay safe, and thank you for visiting Miami Tarot. Bye-bye. Miami Star Tarot, excuse me.